Once upon a time, there was a shark named Bruce. He was known all around the seas for his swimming. Faster, mightier, and more charismatic than all the other sharks, Bruce would gobble up fish like no one's business. In fact, Bruce knew exactly which fish were the tastiest and which were the easiest to catch. He knew the perfect technique to optimize breathing and exercise in efficient 90-minute sprints, and 5-minute breaks, of course. And Bruce was always leading, mentoring, and teaching new schools of sharks, helping the younger ones learn how to fend for themselves in the crazy, dangerous seas. He was popular, but wow was Bruce busy. Here's the thing about Bruce. While his friends would spend time chasing around stingrays or venturing to new seas or just having a good old time, Bruce would be training for his next swim, increasing his jaw size to catch more fish or test new methods for fin training. For Bruce, all that mattered was becoming stronger and faster and smarter. And it's quite good that he did all that, because then came the next swimming marathon. Bruce won in record time, setting a whole new standard for the sport. He celebrated a crazy night of eating intoxicating pufferfish and hanging out with all his shark lady friends. But wow was Bruce tired. He settled down in a gorgeous reef, clumps of coral shimmering in the moonlight as tiny fish danced around the shark. He shut his eyes and lulled into a deep sleep. Bruce never woke up. And you know what they say, sharks have to keep swimming to stay alive. I'm that shark, used to constantly working, listening to a podcast, testing new business ideas, making more videos, just doing whatever. I'm always busy, always doing, never resting, and it's finally caught up to me. Bruce died because he stopped swimming. For me, I stopped enjoying my passions. Writing became a chore, my workouts a bloody bore, and I just felt lost, dazed and confused in an infinite ocean. For the first time in my life, I felt burnt out. I felt like a lack of direction and just overall really shitty. So I took a step back and reinstated some play. It's 9 p.m. on a Friday in the middle of spring, and I couldn't be spending my night in a happier way. I'm drinking a bright sake. Kanpai! That's very nice. By the way, that was cheers in Japanese. I apologize if I mispronounce it. Shochikubai Namasake organic sake. It was actually quite nice. It was a little bit citrusy. Very easy to drink. I served it chilled, but I'm gonna warm it up and try it. So yeah, thanks for coming by. Crafted by Japanese men who spend their mornings smoking cigarettes and laughing at the birds weaving together beautiful songs. They till the land and wait for their wives to make a lunch of steaming fresh rice, soft pillowy eggs. And I'm playing The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, a fantasy world crafted by the genius minds of Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka, Japanese video game legends who changed video games from mere child stories to full-blown artistic masterpieces. And I just picked up gaming again. It feels nice. I used to spend hours playing Destiny and Fallout when I was younger, so it's good to reconnect with the controller. As Taoist sages might say, I'm flowing with life, engaging with Wu Wei. Wu Wei means without doing, causing, or making. But practically speaking, it means without meddlesome, combative, or egotistical effort. The efficiency of Wu Wei is like that of water flowing over and around the rocks in its path, not the mechanical, straight-line approach that usually ends up short-circuiting natural laws, but one that evolves from an inner sensitivity to the natural rhythm of things. You see, when we're engaged in Wu Wei, in effortless action, we adjust to our environment naturally, flowing like water instead of trying to force our way through. When you work with Wu Wei, you put the round peg in the round hole and the square peg in the square hole. No stress, no struggle. Wu Wei doesn't try. It doesn't think about it. It just does it. And when it does, it doesn't appear to be doing much of anything, but things get done. Using Wu Wei, you go by circumstances and listen to your own intuition. Wu Wei, this sense of accomplishing without effort, is something that resonates deeply. When I look at my best musical performances or greatest workouts or most amazing writing sessions, I'm not really trying. I'm simply doing. And going with the flow, listening to the whispers of intuition within me. It may not look like I'm really doing much of anything at all, but it all works out beautifully in the end. And that brings me back to video games and some of these other things I've been doing. Because now, I feel myself. I feel calm, quiet and collected, creative. I think it's because a part of me that has been lost for a while is being expressed again. My inner child, or whatever the fuck that means. And I've started to draw too, and design some stuff here and there on Photoshop. And I'm not great at it by any means, but I'm good enough. At least for me. And in trying out these new things, exercising new parts of my mind and connecting with parts of me that have been buried for far too long, I feel satisfied to just do. To slow down and stop rushing and stop trying to achieve a million things. And instead, flow with life instead of against it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I realize there's more to life than just work. More to life than always just thinking about the next thing. I'd like to listen to that voice within a bit more. To that voice that doesn't aim to struggle or fight against the world, but seeks to understand it and quietly guide me. I'm gonna spend less time trying to figure out all of the answers, and instead, just listen a bit more to life's questions. Thanks for stopping by. Love you.